Hello there. Now, I got most of the boxes out of the shed. And when I bought this car a number of years ago, I didn't really go through the box of what everything it had. I kind of gave them a quick look see, just for a few odds and ends, like, a window crank, so I could put the windows up and down, and door handles, so I could open them up and, do a few things, so I could tootle around in the car a little bit. But I never actually went through these to see what they are, to see what's in everything. And I'm not going to do an inventory of everything right now, as fun as that would be, because I'm probably going to lose 10 pounds due to mosquitoes. Hi, kitty. But there are some really interesting things. Like, for most people, this is just a chunk of particle board, cardboard, whatever. It's useless. But for automotive restorers, this is extremely important, these kind of pieces. Because it may not be able to be used by itself because of how damaged it is, all torn up and ripped out and everything. You kind of have to Tetris the other pieces together if it even has the rest of it. But what is important is that we can use this, water damage as well, and poop from who knows what kind of animals. But we can use this as a template to cut new ones. We know what kind of material it was used in, because this car is 95 years old, and records for the Packard particularly did not survive. Now, we know a lot about them because they're not super rare that every single one is a treasured masterpiece, though I do treasure this one. No, they're not so rare that like this is the gold piece that people have been looking for and this is going to help a lot of people. No, there's enough of them out there, especially this one being the most common model they produced in this year at this time, that they're not, they're not gold, but they're still extremely useful. That when I go through it, I have ready-made templates. I can compare them against other people's. I can see what pieces went where. So these kinds of things are extremely useful. Like right here, it's got this little extra piece attached to it. Make sure, yep, it's got this little extra piece attached to it. So I can compare it against other people that have it and go, is this supposed to be here or is it not supposed to be there? Was something that just someone added? And if they did add it, why? What does it do? So these are extremely useful to have, and they're definitely worth holding on to. Why is this one perforated and the other one's not? See, here's a big chunk. I've got one hole right there. What are these all for? So it matters. Those are stuck together. Yeah, this is all water damaged, all bad, but they're still going to be extremely useful when I'm actually can get into the car and go through it all. This one, ooh, wow, yeah, look at this one. Hey, didn't notice that before. Here's the cardboard, but it's actually got the leather, I guess. Yeah, it's still got it wrapped on there, and I can see the stitching and the angle. This is really good stuff, especially for restoring, for concours shows and whatnot. This is the thing that make or break it, because this shows the type of stitching that was used. They can pull the thread, see what kind of threads is used, the angle of it, the shape of it, everything. How they do the corners, how they do the backing, all that stuff. And details are what make the difference when you're doing, high-end shows, concours shows. Here's another one. This one's got wrap on it too, but only these two pieces. Don't know about this. Same box. I have this. Looks like grippy stuff. I'm guessing this goes on the running board, maybe. Ugh. I don't know. And I was looking and didn't really look into here, but I saw a lot of neat stuff like this. Nope, right here. These two pieces are for cloak rail. I forget what they're called, but they attach to the back of the front seat, and there's a rod that goes across, and you hang over a blanket or a cloak. Keep yourself warm on cold days. And the guy I bought this from said that the phone is actually sitting inside the seat right now, held in place. But he had said that it's original, but the back of the seat has no holes for where these mounted. So, but there's a lot of goodies in here. There's got window cranks. Some of it, yep. The handle portion still turns on this one. It's a little stiff, but it turns. This one freely moves. Yeah, I got multiple window cranks in here, but I mean the thing's got 6 windows. I got this bezel, the little tarnished and corroded. Yeah, gonna need a good cleaning. Huh. details. I got this bag, some rubber maybe? I don't know what that is. Most of this stuff I don't know what it does or what it goes to because, yeah, here we go. Because I haven't gotten into it. Little handles getting it out of the back. And if you've been watching my videos on the Kenworth there, I say you'll put your stuff, hardware, in jars. Original hardware, look at that. Good stuff. And you definitely know it's original by the way it's cut and shaped on the faces. Here's a bunch of stuff in here. Ooh, what's that? What's that? Oh yeah! Yeah, buddy. I think this is something I was wondering about. This might be one of the hinges for the jump seats. I didn't have enough, because I got 2 jump seats in here, and I didn't have enough of the hinges. I think this might be one of them. That's freaking awesome. I'm glad I got that. Put them in jars. Label your jars. And then I saw this. I just assumed this was more packing material, because there's a big, I think it's a dome light. Let's check this out. Ooh, look at that. Metal needs work, but that lens, that is nice. That is nice. Yeah, I thought that sheet of paper was just more packing material. But turns out it's not, because there's writing on it. Check this. Check this. Ooh. 8031 Packard, 826, 833, 840, 845. Body types all. Harness and ooh. Oh, hello. Page 1 of 2. Is this this looks like a wiring harness labeling. Armored cable, number 1, color G, from ammeter to fuse block. Oh, hell yeah. Starter generator. Oh, this is gold here. This is wonderful. Date 5/1/80. Prepared by P. What that? Okay. Ooh, method Packard used to add right rear light was to run the wires from the left light socket to the right light socket. Stop switch. Oh, that is awesome. Check that out. Stop filament, tail, stop, left, tail, filament. Do not puncture insulation. This is awesome. Original clips may be taped together with black cloth friction tape. Headlight ground wire at headlight end. Packard 28 or 32. I gotta post this on the forums and see if this is useful to anybody. 22176 right here. This is nice. I am all about the wiring. Ooh, headlight wiring. Driving lights maybe. Maybe the fender lights. These, I don't know. This is awesome. This is going inside. Oh, gold. Wiring diagram, buddy. Yeah, buddy. That's the wiring diagram there. Oh, I love this. I love this. This is going inside. This is going inside. Hell yeah. So we got a little goodie box here, basically. Got a bunch of these in here. Look at them. So that's a goodie box. What's this one? Looks like clutch fibers, clutch discs. That could be useful. Got some stamping up here. Can't tell. Okay, what else we got in here? More fabric. Oh. Anybody need some valves? Got 4 valves in here. 2 intake, 2 exhaust. Look at that. You guys see that? It's too bright. Too much glare. Yeah, sorry. The white background of the car is not a good idea. It's actually not embossed where it's stamped into it. It comes out. It's Packard exhaust. Packard DMC exhaust. I've got 2 exhaust and 2 intake valves. That is glorious. is. Don't know what it goes to. I got it. Plug wrench, maybe? Player tools, I'm betting. Be careful not with. We need some brake linings. Look at the size of these things, too. That's huge. And what's awesome, what's crazy? They're 3-piece shoes. They do this. Look at the size of that. It's bigger than some wheels on cars today. That is big. Oh, that is nice. How many you got in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 pieces in here. What else is in here? Got some straps. Handle? Door limiting strap. Some kind of a rod. This will be a fun thing to go through. Got a bunch of these that are wrapped up in here. Oh, new limiting straps probably. Okay. It's under the box. Nothing. That's just the box. Okay, cool. Yeah, these look very nice. These off valves definitely look used. Maybe. I don't know. They were used. Yeah, they've been used. You see the pitting on the top. You can see pitting on here. Not like bad pitting at all, just normal wear. I have to soak these in oil. I'm going to set these aside right here, up on the seat. That's a nice box. Looked in that one. It looks just like squirrel bait. A bag. Ooh. Oh, I think I remember this. This is tubing. If I remember correctly, this is a tube, metal tube, and it goes from the fuel tank all the way up to the fuel gauge. This is for the fuel level. Buzz, buzz. Yep, the wife. Won't be much longer. And, ooh, we got something else in here buried. There it is. Yep, there's the fuel gauge. Upside down. Ah, sorry, upside down. There we go. So yeah, fancy. A lot of cars in this time period did not have fuel gauges. If you want to go to the fuel level, you just open the cap and look. There's Model A. There's one was right in your lap, basically, in the cowl, so it had a very simple gauge. Here's more fabric of some kind. That's in pretty good condition. That's nice. Ooh, got another jar. Lysine powder. What we got in here? Okay. Very brittle fabric. That. Some bolts. I don't know. Whoops. Back in there if I can, nicely. There we go. Don't want to force it. This big metal box. Some trim here. See that at all? Yeah. Nope, not really. It's too dark. I'm sorry again. That is a transformer for the radio. From what I remember, 1931 was the first year that you could get a radio installed in a car. It was a factory option. Other than that, you could install radios at car radios. They existed before then, but you had to give them, you had to install them on yourself, aftermarket or dealer type stuff. So 1931 was the first year radios were available as a factory option. I don't know if this is one of those or if this is aftermarket. I haven't looked on the history on it, but I have one, and that's kind of neat. And that's the transformer for it, apparently. Goes in the floor. And we got this box over here. Oh, what do we got over here? We got pieces and parts. I believe these are some brackets for the trunk. And when I say trunk, I literally mean a trunk you would like pick up and carry around. That's why the back of a car is called a trunk in the U.S. because it used to be quite literally a trunk, like a luggage trunk. Spark plugs. Big, big spark plug compared to the size of my thumb. Autolite T11. Okay. Got this dealio. plugs. These are some pretty rusted out and twisted bumper brackets. These clamp the bumper on to the brackets. Actually, they're not the brackets, they clamp it to the bracket. More fabric. Okay, got another thing here. Delco Remy, made in USA. I don't know what. The pipe. Hollow. Threaded all along that length. Ooh. This is probably for the speedometer cable. It was laying with this pile of stuff. Oh, got another pipe. Not a brake line, mechanical brakes, by the way. So it's not a brake line. Some kind of fluid. More spark plugs. Big heavy mounting bracket. What do we got under here? Got more. It's a dual layer. Mirror. Got a rear view mirror, probably. Perhaps. Got a mouse nest. Don't want that. Oh yeah. These are brackets for the trunk rack. Because when you're not using it, when you're using it, it's down. When you flip, when you're not using it, when you take your trunk off, you can flip the rack up so you don't bang into it like a reese hitch sticking off the back of the pickup truck. Bracket for probably the vanity. Rear passenger ashtrays, I believe. Yep, they're ashtrays. They're a slot right here. You can slide them out and empty them. Real wood. Not a veneer, it's real wood around them. Another ashtray. All metal this time. Okay, looks like a curtain rod holder, because yes, these windows have, back windows and side windows have curtains on them you can pull down. And these look like the curtain rod holders. Yeah, I do have a curtain rod as well. What we got here? Have a, I don't know if it's a cigarette or cigar lighter, but we have one. Looks unused or very gently used. It's clean. Probably for the rear, because I got the front one already. That is nice. Put that back in there. Awesome. Oh gosh, the mosquitoes. The mosquitoes. I hate the mosquitoes. What is this? Ooh, hello. What is this? What is this? I don't know. Seems to be a door lock. He doesn't say anything. Taylor Manufacturing Company, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Too small to be the gas cap. I don't know. Oh, man, bugs. Ain't gonna be much longer. Bugs are eating me alive. Let's get this stuff put away and put down in here. Okay. Oh, get that over there. Here's the boy running. Some fabric. Alright, what do we got here? We got some wood. Inside the, yeah, these cars from this era are made of wood. Wood bodied with metal skin over it. Oh. There was one manufacturer that actually made a wood framed car. I think it might have been Pierce for one time. Not sure. Here's a fun thing, by the way. 8 series parts, which is this is an 8 series, are very hard to come by because I made them for a very short time. I not only have a full set of hubcaps, I have 2 extra. And they're actually in pretty good condition. This one's pretty bad. Got a lot of damage right there. It'd take a hell of a long time to pound it back out and get it back into shape. It's worth it. One of the weekend project things, just put on your bench and go to town and maybe eventually get it back to good. I mean, it's not like you're going to mess it up any worse. But yeah, I got 2 extras. Set them right there. Window track. Oh, we got a bunch of hardware. Ton of hardware. This is a little dealio, not a ring. Some heavy metal brackets here. Solid. Got a spring-loaded latch. Doing a video real quick. I'll be in a minute, or a few minutes. Screws. Yep. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Where's the old one? Oh. bit of a difference there. Yeah. They need to be redone though. Flaking on the back. Yeah, these weren't prepped too well. Got some rust underneath of it. That's okay. That's not a Packard handle. Independent Lock Co., Ilco. Pittsboro, Massachusetts, USA. Meow kitty. Huh. Ooh. Oh yeah, what do we got here? Castle nuts. I believe these are for the bumper. I believe these are bumper castle nuts. Got some more door handles. It's bubbled right there. Two big bubbles. That's for the front passenger side. That's the only door that has an exterior lock. Common in that era. What do we got here? Ooh, door lock cylinder. The cat caught something. Oh, that one's destroyed. Alright, cool. We got 3 cats. One of them has only got half of a back leg and no front claws. And she hunts. She's even caught baby rabbits. And we have a cat that used to be my wife's father's cat. He passed years ago. We have him. He's almost 20 pounds. He just caught something. That's what that was. Alright. We have fabric. I'm just going to do this one quick. Oh, we got a box of fabric. That's the whole thing. And a bone. There's a bone. I think the parts have a bone to pick with me. Ooh, sun visor. Look at that. I believe that's the sun visor. Nice. That is awesome. Ooh, more fabric samples. And I say that in all seriousness. These are different fabric stuff. Grippy. Alright. So, thanks for my unboxing, for joining me on the unboxing. I got other stuff I got some child and wife to tend to. This is coming inside. I'm going to put these boxes away in the car so I can get working on my truck and have room to work on my truck. I don't have everything in here. Got to leave the bumpers and whatnot in there, but this stuff at least I wanted to put safe. And take a quick look at everything and see what I got in here. And I'm glad I did. This is important. Not that it's going to get wet in this car, but still. Alright. Thanks for joining me. And probably want to see the car. Here's the car. 31 Packard 8, 7-passenger sedan. There we go. 833. Yeah, angle makes it look a little funky. They're big. I mean, the hood of this car is above the hood of this GMC 1500. And from the windshield, god dang it, from the windshield to the tip of the radiator, right there, same distance of that big rig from the tip of its windshield to the tip of its radiator. But that's a straight 6. This is a straight 8. So, alright. Thanks for joining me. Got us a speed hanging out in there. Let's grab that real quick. And then, there you go. I don't have that put on the car. Just got a paint cap to keep it clean and closed. Because this would tear through that cover with a quickness. Thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it.